Jonas Blue is here with us today. How are you?
I'm good. It feels great to be here in Japan and having lots of fun. So, yeah.
You just flew in from China?
Flew in from China, had EDC China, which was amazing, played main stage. A lot of fun.
Awesome. I think last time you did an Asia tour, you brought your family, or your dad came along with you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We did. I was in Thailand. And I took my dad. My dad always wanted to go to Thailand, so it was perfect.
Did you bring any family members this time around?
I didn't actually, but I'm back here in March, so for sure, definitely.
Right. Did you do anything fun aside from work?
I generally spend all my money here in like Harajuku.
Right.
It's really bad. I just love all the fashion and the food and everything here. So, yeah.
Did you find any trainers to add to your collection?
I'm not. Well, I'm gonna go and have a look today.
Okay.
But I have too many sneakers, so I'm just trying to get cool hoodies like this.
Well, let's go into your latest album, Blue.
Yeah, sure. So Blue has been 3 years in the making. Something that I've been very excited about doing because I think obviously people know me for just having the singles. So to have an album now and to be an album artist, it's a kind of different level. I've been able to explore many different production techniques, songwriting techniques. I've also been able to collaborate with some amazing artists on there. There's people like Payne, Jonas, Cascade, Jesse Reyes, just some incredible artists that I've been able to collaborate on.
It's a very impressive lineup.
Yeah, it's been very cool and amazing songs on there as well. So it's just been a fun project, and all my fans wanted me to make an album. I wanted to make an album, so it felt right. And the concept for the album is when you look at the cover, you'll see me floating in a hotel room in water, and basically the idea with that is that I'm in a lot of hotel rooms, I'm in a lot of airports and whatever, and the idea is that with this album, when people put it on, it's supposed to transport them into another world. So me, I'm in a lot of hotel rooms. When I listen to this album, I can press play and it transports me to somewhere else, like the ocean or the sky, and I feel good about life.
I want to talk about some of the key songs on the album. For example, Polaroid.
Yeah.
You wrote this exactly a year ago in December of 2017, right?
Yeah, it was a song that it started from a Polaroid that I'd taken with my girlfriend at the time.
So you actually took a Polaroid, and this was like the inception of the album?
Yeah. So I had this Polaroid in my wallet, and I just thought, that could be really great to write a song about. And about a week later, I was in the studio. This is the second time ever with JP Cooper. Our first time we wrote Perfect Strangers. Second time we now wrote Polaroid. So it's been really good working with him. And I had this Polaroid in my wallet, and he was like, do you have any concepts or ideas for a new song? And I was like, actually, I have this Polaroid in my wallet. Like, it could be really great to write a song about a Polaroid. And about, I think a week earlier, before writing the song, I'd met Liam. In the UK in December, you have a lot of like radio events for Christmas, and I met Liam for the first time there, and I was always a huge One Direction fan, and then Liam had gone solo. He had a song called Strip That Down. I was a massive fan of that, and I just basically went up to him and said, we'd love to do a collaboration. He was like, yeah, sure, send me anything that you've got. And then I happened to write Polaroid. I knew it was for him. I sent it to him. He loved it. And then it developed into this collaboration. I found Len and Stella through a friend, and I loved her voice, and I heard them in my head kind of singing together, and Polaroid came alive.
So you do construct songs not from sound necessarily, but from actual objects or things around you, tangible objects.
Always. Or sometimes it could be like a song title, like Mama, for instance, I was in LA, I was in the back of an Uber, and I just wrote down on my phone, I don't know, I was like daydreaming, and I just wrote down on my phone, Mama, ... could be a cool song title, and then we wrote Mama, and it was
awesome.
It was a cool song.
Alright, and also, let's see, my favorite song is Rise, featuring Jack and Jack. I heard that you wrote this song with Jack and Jack in mind before even pitching it to them.
Yeah, well, I was in LA, and it was in April. I heard Jack and Jack being interviewed on the radio. I was in an Uber coming back. Always in Ubers.
Always in Uber. Yeah.
Yeah, looking for that Uber sponsor.
And the Polaroid sponsor.
Yeah, and the Polaroid sponsor. Yeah. But I happened to be coming back, and they were being interviewed on the radio, and I'd never heard of these guys before. Sorry, Jack and Jack fans. But I'd never heard of them before, and they were doing this interview, and they were talking about the younger generation, how if they have like hopes or dreams, they're always kind of shut down by, you know, their parents or, you know, other adults, and always kind of shut down. And they were talking about the millennial generation, how they were talking about it in a very negative way. And obviously, if you listen to my music, it's always super positive, super happy. And I was like, I actually really like that concept for a song, but if I can flip it to a positive and make it like an anthem for the younger generation and millennial, or just anyone that wants to kind of follow their dreams, that's out of the norm. So
it's like they tell you to be positive and be like, have big dreams. When you do, it's like, be more realistic. That's not a realistic dream. Like, you need to do this and this and this.
Yeah, and the idea with the song is that just keep rising, and you might fall, but keep rising. And then, so being very inspired by Jack and Jack, I wrote this song, and then I sent it to Jack and Jack, and I was like, guys, I heard you being interviewed. I actually wrote this song based on your interview. Will you please sing it? And they were like, yeah. It was Coachella weekend, I remember, and they got back on the Monday and recorded it.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, a week later we're in Portugal shooting a music video, so very quick.
Wow, okay. I want to ask, how do you find these people?
I mean, that's one example. I heard them on the radio, as in being interviewed, so that was one way. William Singe, who sings Mama, I discovered him on YouTube 3 years ago.
Okay, wow.
So, all different ways. Sabrina Carpenter, she messaged me on Twitter. So,
okay.
All different.
Oh, and speaking of Ubers, didn't an Uber driver recommended you? Was it Ray?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Right. Okay.
So my song By Your Side, I was in an Uber, going back home. I was in central London and I was going back home, and the Uber driver basically said to me, or heard me talking about music with someone on the phone. I put down the phone, he was like, so, you're into music? And I was like,
oh, check out my mix on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I was like, no, please. And he was like, no, you have to check out my friend's daughter. And I was like, yeah. He was like, no, she's just been signed, you have to check her out. And he played her music in the car. I was like, wow, this girl sounds amazing. And I quickly looked her up online. She had like one thing out at the time. Like
from Polydor or something?
Yeah,
right.
And she'd just been signed, and I was like, I love this girl. And I got her on the song. That was it.
So yeah, it's a good thing to happen in Uber.
Yeah, weirdly.
Awesome, okay. We are a music streaming service, so we want to know if you have any, artists, of course, that are on your album, but any other songs or artists that our listeners or users should check out.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of Halsey at the moment, so I'd say check out her music. Jessie Reyes she features on one of my favourite songs on the album called Wherever You Go. She's an incredible talent, incredible artist, so go check her out for sure. And who else? One of my favourite artists that I listen to whilst I'm travelling is a guy called Tom Misch. Check him out.
Okay. Any upcoming shows in Japan?
Yes. I'm going to be back in March 2019 with my own headline show, so that's going to be big, it's going to be huge. I'm putting on a massive production.
Oh, okay.
And that'd be fun, so I recommend it.
Massive production meaning like
stage, the performers that I'm bringing with me. It would also be part DJ set and part live set, so
okay, cool.
I'll be going out on the piano in the stage and things like that, so a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll put everything in the description, so please check it out. The latest album, Blue, is out on AWA now. Please listen, give it a listen.
Do it.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.
Bye.